Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up warning. This article contains minor spoilers for Daredevil. Born Again episodes 5 and 6. After episodes 5 and 6, Daredevil, Born Again's critics and audience scores go through some changes on Rotten Tomatoes, making the MCU's show rankings move slightly. Daredevil, Born Again episodes 5 and 6 pick up speed as Wilson Fisk launches his all-out war against vigilantism while Daredevil confronts Muse in the villain's secret lair. Daredevil, Born Again's double-episode mid-season provides what may be the clearest proof of Daredevil's man-without-fear qualities, with Matt Murdock single-handedly stopping a bank heist and thwarting Muse's attempt to kill Angela Del Toro. On Rotten Tomatoes, Daredevil, Born Again's critics' score rises to 87%, while its audience score drops to 80%. This change may be small, but Daredevil, Born Again's latest scores place Daredevil, Born Again's 87% tomatometer above Daredevil Season 2's 81%, and its 80% popcornmeter below that of all 3 seasons of Netflix's Daredevil. Check out the breakdown below. Daredevil, Born Again needs at least 10 percentage points to reach Daredevil Season 3's critics' score, and at least 6 to reach Daredevil Season 3's audience score. While this difference may seem small, the reality is that Netflix's 3 seasons of Daredevil left the bar extremely high. For instance, Daredevil Season 1 holds an impressive 99% critics score and a 93% audience score 10 years after its release. Daredevil Season 2's critics score is the lowest of the 3, at 81%, and Daredevil Season 3's audience score is the lowest of the 3, at 86%. Daredevil, Born Again has a higher budget and a much stronger sense of interconnectivity with the rest of the MCU than Netflix's Daredevil. For example, Daredevil's fight scenes use more CGI and characters like the Skrulls and Kamala Khan Aka. Ms. Marvel are mentioned in Daredevil, Born Again. On the other hand, Daredevil, Born Again loses a little of its grounded tone, and bold decisions such as killing off Foggy Nelson and temporarily retiring Matt Murdock's Daredevil persona may have divided critics and audiences. Given Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 is only partway through its story, it makes sense that its Rotten Tomatoes score has been ever-changing and that its critic and audience scores have risen and fallen during this time. While much of the story of the first season has now already been unveiled, there's a considerable portion as of yet still untold, especially when it's taken into account that Matt Murdock has stepped away from being Daredevil for a good chunk of the early show, and thus the series hasn't been able to delve as much into his vigilant endeavors. Similarly, with certain arcs and long-term stories only just now starting to blossom, it makes sense both that the critic score for Daredevil, Born Again Season 1 has risen, and that the audience score has fallen. Until the rest of the episodes of Season 1 are released, the audience's understanding of this chapter of the MCU will ultimately change week by week, and is thus more likely to be subject to altered opinions as major changes, story moments, and plot twists continue to be unveiled. Ultimately, Daredevil, Born Again Season 1's current Rotten Tomatoes scores still mark a solid reception for the series, and landed a healthy ranking among Marvel and the MCU's other releases, especially given the more mixed results of some movie and show installments in past years. However, it will be up to the final episodes of Season 1 to define what the long-lasting reception to this part of the show is, with Daredevil, Born Again Season 2 then needing to ideally match or best this bar when it releases later down the line. Daredevil, Born Again may not be proving as popular as Netflix's Daredevil, but the best may be yet to come. Daredevil, Born Again episodes 5 and 6 display an interesting parallel between Daredevil and Wilson Fisk, who are both discovering that they can't leave their natural instincts behind. Matt Murdock's decision to wear the cowl again and Wilson Fisk's decision to kill Adam sets up a potentially catastrophic conflict that could deliver some thrilling moments and raise Daredevil. Born Again's Rotten Tomatoes scores in future episodes.